Okay, so when you hear remote monitoring, what do you picture?
Well, probably the usual stuff, right? Like shadowy figures, big control rooms.
Yes, spy thriller vibes, maybe satellites.
Exactly. But what if the way it really works, or at least how one source sees it, is actually way more, well, more online?
Right. So today we're doing a deep dive into this really unique perspective on remote neural monitoring. It comes from an audio excerpt featuring Kevin Christian. The title is pretty explicit. Remote neural monitoring is online on a website that you didn't sign up for.
Yeah, and that's really our mission here. We want to unpack Kevin Christian's claims because he basically flips the script on, the common idea of remote monitoring. He takes it away from those secret bases and puts it squarely in the digital world we all use.
So we'll be looking at how he says it works, the mechanics.
Exactly. The mechanics he describes, this idea of a control panel, and maybe the most interesting part, how he actually suggests someone could fight back against it. But, and this is key, we're sticking strictly to what's in his source material.
Got it. Okay, so let's dig in. Kevin Christian. He starts off by tackling this confusion people seem to have about how remote neural monitoring is supposed to work.
Right, and straight away he moves it away from, like, physical stuff.
Yeah.
He says it's a satellite broadcast.
A broadcast.
Yeah, sent through the Earth's electromagnetic field. And here's where it gets really specific. He claims every single person has a unique EMF signature frequency.
A unique frequency, like a fingerprint.
Kind of, yeah. That's a good way to put it, like an energetic fingerprint. It lets the system identify you, lock onto you. He says it starts with your location after you're scanned in.
Scanned in. And then what? This is where the website comes in.
Precisely. Once you're supposedly scanned in, he argues they access this monitoring via a website. He literally calls it a control panel on the internet.
A control panel like
Yeah,
my settings page on a social media site.
sort of, yeah. He says it holds all the broadcast settings, artificial telepathy settings, even who you're connected to. It sounds very much like an online profile, but one where the settings allegedly affect you physically.
Okay, so it's not physical levers and buttons. It's clicks on a web page.
That's his claim. Digital controls, web interface.
Right.
And it makes this, extraordinary claim feel weirdly familiar, almost mundane, like managing your Facebook settings.
He even mentioned seeing parts of website names.
Yeah, that was interesting. He said he saw fragments like CIY something and CLOPOIA something, kind of garbled.
Hmm. Which, does kind of mirror how stuff appears online sometimes, doesn't it? Fragmented bits of info.
Right. It adds this layer of maybe perceived realism to his account. Yeah. Then he takes it another step.
Okay.
He claims they actually integrate this monitoring site with other apps and websites we use every day.
How?
He uses Facebook as an analogy. You know how Facebook uses an API to let you maybe embed part of your profile on your own website?
Yeah. Okay.
He says they do something similar, hiding the monitoring stuff inside Facebook apps, other platforms. He's very direct, says he's seen it, and for him, this is just how it works. It's online.
Wow. Okay, so if it's online, how does he say you counter it?
Well, this is where it really diverges from the, spy movie approach.
Hmm.
His solution is learn to code.
Learn to code. Seriously, not like build a shield or something.
Nope. Learn internet coding, computer coding languages.
Hmm.
His logic is if you understand the code, you'll actually recognize what you're looking at if you stumble across something suspicious.
Like looking under the hood of a web page.
Exactly. He gives that example. A page looks normal, but if you view the source code or use developer tools, you might find hidden bits, things commented out.
So it becomes about digital literacy, not physical infiltration.
Right. He specifically mentions learning HTML, PHP, and JavaScript.
Which are, those are the basic building blocks of the web, right?
Absolutely. The fundamentals for most sites you visit. He also says understand APIs generally.
APIs. Application programming interfaces. That's how apps talk to each other.
You got it. How they share data and functions. And SDKs too, software development kits.
Toolkits for building apps.
Right. He's suggesting they use these common tools and things like Android Studio, Xcode, which are the standard environments for building Android and Apple apps, to integrate this monitoring system.
And how do they avoid getting caught or traced?
He claims they use virtual devices, host everything remotely, maybe on services like Bluehost, so it's not tied to one physical computer.
So the device isn't even necessarily hardware.
He says it's just the coding of everything. That you could run, say, a Mac Pro on an Android or the other way around. It's all virtual.
Okay, that's quite a claim.
And another thing he stresses, he says they're not hackers. He calls it common knowledge, says they share coding around.
Implying it's almost like off-the-shelf software or easily traded.
Something like that. Like you could get a pre-made package for neural monitoring. He really pushes this idea that if you feel you're a targeted individual, the way forward is learning these digital skills.
Any specific tools he mentions?
Yeah, he points to the Facebook Graph Explorer. That's a tool Facebook gives developers to look at data.
Okay.
He says he's used it himself and found actual neural monitoring stuff before, and EMF sites. He also notes a lot of GameStalker stuff uses Facebook just because, well, everyone's on it.
Right. Makes sense in a way. Okay, so let's just quickly recap the core idea from this source because it's pretty out there.
Sure.
Remote neural monitoring, according to Kevin Christian, isn't physical tech in the traditional sense. It operates through a website.
Accessed via your unique EMF signature frequency.
Right, and it's integrated with common online platforms like Facebook.
And crucially, the way to understand or counter it, he argues, lies in learning web development and coding skills.
That's the real twist, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's the aha moment from this source. This thing often imagined as super complex, top secret tech could, in his view, actually be understood and maybe even fought by, knowing things like HTML, PHP, JavaScript, APIs,
SDKs, Android Studio, Xcode.
virtual devices, the Facebook Graph Explorer.
Yeah.
It totally reframes the problem as one of digital literacy, not physical defense.
So it makes you think. If the actual tools of our everyday digital lives, web pages, apps, network connections, could potentially hold the keys to understanding or even disrupting something like this alleged system, what does that really say about information and access and maybe even our own power in this online world? Especially when you factor in his claim that it's common knowledge and they share coding around, the idea that mastering these skills, maybe in just a year like he suggests, could mean they won't be able to hide a damn thing. It's provocative.
It really is. And of course, it highlights how crucial critical thinking is when you encounter claims like these. But it also suggests that just understanding how technology works, the mechanics that this source details, it gives you a different lens, doesn't it? A different way to think about our digital interactions, even the ones that seem completely beyond our control.